guys, it's the Pug Gamer here, and today I am starting a brand new series. So basically it is called Top Tens, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take comments from below, and I'm going to pick out the top 10 anything. So today I'm starting out with the top 10 most amazing animals in the world. I'm getting this from top10s.net if you would like to see them for yourselves. So, first off, at number 10, we are starting off with the horror wasp, which you can see right here. It was discovered in 2011. This monstrosity was officially discovered during an expedition to the Indonesian island of Sulawesi, but it has been observed before in the nightmares of the criminally insane. So, it's a really weird wasp. It reaches 2.5 inches in length, and its jaws are so huge it could wrap around its head while its head is closed. So that's really cool. So it has these really long brown wings and these yellow eyes over here, and it has this big, it has really long legs and this thing sticking out of its head. So that is really creepy. So that's number 10, the horror wasp. Next we have the micro chameleon. So this was discovered in 2012, coming up at number 9. The picture you're seeing right now is not photoshopped or manipulated in any way. It is, however, adorable. The little reptile that could up there is a species of chameleon named the Micra. It was discovered on the island of Madagascar in 2012. So as you can see, I think it's on a little match there, and it is very tiny. And actually, it's pretty cute. So, coming up at number 8, we have the ninja frog. Now, you're probably wondering, why is there, a normal frog here? It's, completely normal. Well, funny story about this, that it looks like every single frog, but it is actually a brand new amphibian species that has been hiding under our nose because it looks like every other frog. It actually came from it started when a very bored or possibly very crazy person noticed that leopard frogs from around Staten Island and the Bronx had a sort of different croak than the rest of them. So after further tests, they identified it was different, which is really weird. So next time you see a frog, don't mistake it for just a frog. It could be a brand new species. Coming up at number 7 is the Joker crab. This is a very beautiful crab. It has purple and red, and it comes from the Filipino islands of Palawan. It's a beautiful place full of enchanting beaches and majestic animals. But to zoologists, it is known simply as jackpot. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. About half of the species found on the island cannot be found anywhere else. So this is a very cool crab. Its scientific name is Insulaman paluins. So that's really cool. It can only be found on the Filipino islands. So next we have the crime-fighting gecko, coming up at number 6. It was discovered in 2011. Oh, I forgot to mention that the Joker crab was discovered in 2012. But this little sucker was discovered in 2011. While we're on the subject of newly discovered animals, which sort of resemble comic book characters, take a look at this newly discovered species of gecko from Vietnam. I don't know how to read these crazy names, okay? So I'm not going to try and pronounce it that way. It is found only on the small islands of Honkoia, and so named because of its bright orange coloration. Because you think, because like it's kind of like the orange looks like crime fighting gloves, and the purple's like a suit, so it's like a hero. So coming up at number 5 is this very, very freaky shark. It is the stabbing shark. It was discovered in 2011, and it's a combination of both shark and saw. It must be the greatest example of overkill since the sharpnel a bomb. And yet, saw sharks are a thing that actually exists. So this thing actually exists. You can see its like mouth kind of looks like a saw, and then the rest of its body just looks like a fishy shark. So this is actually called the African dwarf saw shark. So as I said again, you could look at all of these on toptenz.net, spelled top Tenz with a Z.net. So next for you Star Wars fans is the Yoda Bat. It was discovered in 2009. So these are very, very, I don't know, they kind of look like Shrek. Does anyone agree with me? But, so, serious journalists worldwide saw the above picture, which is the Yoda Bat, and of a flying orc rat, and their minds immediately went to Star Wars. Thus, the Yoda Bat, a name I seriously did not make up. So, I did not make this up. It's like, they just called it the Yoda Bat because it looks like Yoda. But to me, it looks like Shrek. So, this is, coming up on number 3, is the Yeti Crab. It was discovered in 2005. What often mistakenly referred to as the furry lobster. But it is not a lobster, it's a crab. So the Yeti crab, or the Kiwa hirsute, is named for its silky blonde hair-like thingies growing on the crustacean claws. It definitely looks freaky. The Yeti crab might possibly be one of the more complex crustaceans we've ever encountered. Some scientists believe that the crab might actually farm certain types of bacteria on its hairy pincers. So that's really cool. And number 2, we are getting very close to number 1. And number 1 is pretty cool, but number 2 is the Matilda Viper. It was discovered in 2010. Matilda's honored viper is one of the few new snakes discovered in Africa, Tanzania in this case, in the last 30 years, which is weird considering that it totally looks like a cartoon character. The yellow-green-black slithering rascal with 2 horns protruding from its head can grow to 65 centimeters or bigger and is considered to be venomous. Considering that it resembles a pet which Satan would keep in a locked underwater safe, I'd say that's a pretty accurate guess by the researchers who've discovered it. And number 1, which you guys have all been waiting for, is this, the Michael Jackson monkey. It was discovered in 2010. The Myanmar snub-nosed monkey isn't totally a new species, as it's been known by some Myanmar locals for some time now. But unless it's discovered, climbed, or invented by, discoverers, it apparently doesn't count. So snub-nosed monkeys aren't exactly unknown to science, but apparently no species before ever came close anything like Snubby over here. So his nose is very weird that it doesn't even deserve that name. But here we have the Michael Jackson monkey. Its nose also causes the monkey to sneeze uncontrollably and whenever it rains. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to see more of top 10s, then please comment down below if you want to see top 10 amazing land terrains in the world or anything that interests you. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will leave a link in the description where you can find this website where I've got all of this information. Hope you enjoyed. Bye!